can say hey.
We
You can say
laughing.
this is what it's gonna be. What do you believe TV? And today I want to talk about boom boom boom. And then
We
go
gonna
on to
laugh.
what you
We're
talk
live
about.
now.
That's all.
Cause today we broke up. Say no. Oh, look at this dude already.
Get off of that. Get off of that, baby. Thank you.
All right, so basically for the replay, I'm gonna just start it off
Got
by
somebody on
saying,
already?
hmm?
You got somebody on already?
Yeah, one person. All right, so I'm just gonna start it off by saying that we're gonna split this video up into two. This one is not gonna be that long because this is basically like a me expressing some situations that happen and asking your opinions and thoughts on the situation, whether who was wrong or who was right. Like, I don't expect everybody to agree with me, but if you do, then fine. That makes me know that I'm not wrong and I'm not crazy for how I feel in certain situations. So,
Well, sometimes you're crazy on how you feel, but I'm just saying.
I broke up with him today because he said, so I just like,
Right.
I ain't break out with my Pookie. I'm a baby. But anyway, um, so basically, for should I just go ahead and get some? Should I wait for some more people to come in, or I know we won't get that many on here, but
What you mean? You want to start it and then as people come in, recap it?
yeah, basically, I guess. And sorry we started so late. Has it been kind of busy today? We've been kind of lounging, watching movies and stuff today. It's been a
Well,
lazy Saturday
well,
for us.
we watched Maze Runner, and that's a pretty long movie. It's like almost 2.5 hours. Then, something
A
was
long
going
nap
on with the
before that.
streaming.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
yeah,
cutting
yeah,
off,
yeah,
so that made it even longer. So we
yeah.
meant to
Yeah,
go on. We meant to go on earlier though.
a lot earlier.
So did you?
Hmm. Yeah, but.
My name is TV, by the way, the voice.
And I am Unicorn D.
Are you on? What do
Eh,
you believe?
yeah.
Okay.
And I'm eventually going to explain one of these days why I call myself Unicorn D in a video with something like that. So basically, what's going on? Okay, is how far deep should I go? I'm trying to think. Okay, so basically, with my daughter's father and his side of the family, it's a major, not concern, but it's kind of like it's a frustrating situation because um basically, okay, I know some of you have
It's
heard.
not me, by the way. Not me.
Yeah, he's not
Not me.
my daughter's father, but um I know some of you have heard in like previous videos that my daughter no, that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say something else before you said that. my my daughter's side of the family, I mean my daughter's father's side of the family decided to come into her life. Oh, okay, that's what I was gonna say. Sorry, I don't mean to be jumping around. Okay, so Mike, I mean the TV, TV has
The
been a
TV.
part of um, my daughter's life since she was about 2. So technically, he's her dad. She's 9 years old. Okay, so me and him broke up. Uh, yeah, around about 7 years ago, and basically that's when me and him started talking. We haven't hit like the 7 year mark yet. It's weird, but well, when she was 2, that's when me and him met. She's 9 now.
No.
So stop it, stop. But she was like in the front. Stop it, baby. So basically, yeah, he's been a part of her life. So recently, about a year, maybe a half ago, um, a year ago, no, December. It's been a whole year. Yeah, probably about a year and a half ago. Her her aunt on hey namaste dirty sprite. So basically I don't know who else is in here, but yeah. No, oh no, that's little mini fro. But basically I'm talking about my daughter's side. I mean my daughter's her side of the family. Oh whatever. Yeah, it's that bro man.
What's going on, man?
So basically, I'm looking for advice or trying to figure out whether or not I'm wrong for whoever was in here before. I'm just recapping for him. Hey, 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 hey.
Who else is in here? Who else is in here?
It's the way we say sister girl.
Oh, okay.
So
Man, there's
basically,
people in here.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So
Talk,
basically,
talk.
we're recapping how he was a part of my daughter's life for since. Hello, Tree Giggles. How they flying in now? Basically, we're talking about how he's been a part of my daughter's life since she was about 2, like late 2s, and she's 9 now. So basically, what it is, I'm asking for advice to see if you guys' opinion on certain things. Like I said, this is what you believe TV. So, oh, thank you. Yeah, I've gotten better, a lot better, and yeah, he's doing fine. So basically, my daughter's father has not been. Oh, it's not a question. It's basic. I'm explaining the situation and trying to figure out whether I'm wrong for how I feel in a certain situation or whatever. So, my daughter's father's sister. She came into my daughter's life about a year and a half ago. Remind you, she could have been in her life the whole time. Okay, I've been back. We were in North Carolina. I've been back since me and him met, which was nearly 7 years ago. February will make it 7 years. So, well, March will make it 7 years that I've been back. Oh, thank you. Thank you. See, I guess because he heard that part. So, yeah, so she came into her life, and, I accepted. She was like, oh, I hope you accept it, blah, 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 blah. Let her stay in her life for a little bit. But then it started to get tricky, and it was kind of like she was trying to bring him back into her life, and I'm like, I let her decide. I let her be a free spirit like me. Let her decide whether or not she wants to have any dealings with her father. But with them, it was kind of forced. So ever since the sister, the aunt, came into her life, then here comes Granny, which is her grandma. Granny comes into her life. And then here comes the other sister. And it's like, all these people ain't never been in her life. All these years I've been back in this DMV area for 7 years. For 7 years, and now all of a sudden everybody wants to become a part of her life. And then on top of that, that's where they started to try to control things, and like, we don't eat McDonald's, so they was trying to control many situations. And then the sister and grandma trying to force him back in her life, basically telling her that Mike is not her dad and all this other stuff. And I'm like, no. I would say this: you are doing too much good to start backtracking into negativity now. Don't let these. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Hey, I said don't
So
bite. Do not bite.
basically, I backed off from her for about a year because I'm like, I don't want my daughter's feelings to be hurt all over again. Because basically, what it is, she went to go stay with him about 3 years ago. Yeah, she went to go stay with him about 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was about 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Nah.
and she only stayed for 3 months, and this is because this was around the time I got my car, and you know, I went to go see her for Christmas in North Carolina. Remind you, all these years he has not visited her from, he has not visited her from all these years. And he could have came down here or whatever. He has not visited her.
Baby, he was coming down.
Oh yeah, he was coming
he
down,
was
but
coming
he
down
didn't
to see
come down.
family.
Yeah, he didn't come down and see her. Stay true, stay to yourself, and keep doing what you've been doing. Even entertain that, you know what's best for you. Yeah. Okay, but the reason why I'm bringing it up though is because yesterday I made a funny post, and it was about baby daddies and their mamas and all that stuff or whatever. So I guess she took offense to it, which I'm pretty sure she probably would. I really don't care though. That's why I posted it. It's like one of those I'm fed up, I don't care kind of situations. And it was basically like behind every baby daddy there's a grandma that acts like her son didn't do anything. So today she posted something about parenting and people being petty and not accepting help and all this other stuff. And I'm assuming she's saying this because I didn't go accept a jacket, a coat that she decided she was going to give my daughter for the winter time. And the reason why I didn't, yes, it was petty and I don't even care. Like, I was being petty. Because the way she asked me, she said, I bought a coat for Zay. I'll leave it in the screen door for you to pick it up tomorrow. Right there, I just feel disrespected. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna get it. So it was one of those situations. So now I'm like, I'm cutting everybody off over there, and I basically, what you're saying is what I've been doing. And I don't know. Is there anything I'm missing? I mean, it's a whole long story to it, but
Yeah, it's a lot you leave.
it's a lot
Man, if you gonna
because
tell it,
the grandma, the mom,
you went to when you went down there to
Yeah.
see her for Christmas.
yeah,
You didn't explain what happened with that. Why you had to go back and all that stuff and actually get her. You didn't even explain
oh, it's
that.
fine. We be up here sipping too.
No, you good.
Yeah, you good. You
good,
good.
man.
You good.
You know,
Actually,
opinions
it's
are always
cool.
welcome,
Yeah,
man.
it's always cool. Yeah, that's why we're doing this anyway. Okay, so when I went down there, I came back the next day. I went to go see my daughter. I came back the next day.
You bringing presents and stuff.
Yeah, I was bringing presents and stuff for her, going to see her. And she went down there like late September.
Yeah.
And her grandma leaves a message on my phone the very next morning and say, you need to come get your daughter. I'm going to put her in DSS on January the 4th. Because you came down here and you did not come see me. And I'm like, what? You don't even like me. Like, oh, black too. No, you're fine. Yeah, so I'm like, excuse me. I'm like, you don't even like me. Why would I go out my way to come see you on Christmas Day? Like, what? Because it's Christmas? I'm supposed to act funny because it's a whole nother holiday? Like, because it's a big holiday? I'm supposed to act funny and come see you? Like, I'm supposed to be fake? And you don't like me? When she's not even with you. Like, if she was with you, then I would understand. She wasn't even with you that day.
All right, so go to it. So you end up
Yeah.
coming back, and then you have to go right back there.
And yeah, I end up coming back. I end up going straight back
So
there.
4 hours.
4 hours there, 4 hours back there, 4 hours there, and 4 hours right back the next day. Being 7, 8 months pregnant, I was 7 or 8 months pregnant with Mini Fro. So that whole look at him terrorizing.
Stop. Stop.
So yeah, that whole
Stop.
that whole incident. Oh, and then when she came back, there was a message for me in my daughter's luggage that said, "Oh, who's laughing now, B? Ha ha ha." And she put the whole word. She put, "Oh, who's laughing now, B? Ha ha ha." And I'm just like flabbergasted because I'm like, what is going on? Like I never did anything to this lady. She was mad at me because her so-called husband or boyfriend was being a little funny, being a little fresh the whole time I was there living with them. So like someone is trying to pull you down, some energy, yeah, to where they are to drag you. Yes, I'm just saying, leave them alone. You've been without them, so keep it. Yeah. So yeah. So basically, that's what I'm going back to. Like, because I decided to leave them alone. Now I'm petty and I'm immature because I'm using my daughter as a pawn and all that. I'm just like, y'all.
Well,
I think it's backwards. They may be using her as
okay.
a pawn.
So, all right. Let me say this, because how could she be using her as a pawn if, for one, she didn't have to even allow any of them into
Right.
her daughter's life at all.
Right.
So how is she using her as a pawn? She allowed you all to come into her life years later, after y'all knew
Many years later.
that y'all knew that this was your family, and all of a sudden, out the blue, y'all decided to come into her life.
Yeah, out of nowhere, and I don't even get now. That's why I'm like, I feel like it's a motive behind it because
She allowed you all to get her whenever you wanted.
right.
You know what I'm
Whenever
saying?
you want it. And I hate to drive. I actually hate to drive in DC. But I drove out DC just for her granny to.
Oh,
Dang.
he was trying to get me.
I know.
No, he
You're
wasn't.
overexcited. Hold on. Stop the combo. Let me find a charger. Hold on.
All right.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Give me a kiss. Boy, you so rough, boy.
No, calm down.
Look at you, and you broke my cup.
Roughness.
Oh my goodness. Shout out. Love you too, boy.
Ooh, boy. Calm
Stop.
down,
Stop,
big
baby.
head.
See, you bump your head. You're being so rough, baby.
Somebody just in the back watching. Who is that? Is that Denise? It's like, no. Is it Becky? Is it Paul? Who is it?
Stop.
Paula? Or is it somebody else? The Monique or somebody. Stop, Bookie.
I don't know, man. I stay out of family business, man. That those situations are messy, man. So
Yeah.
I
Stop, baby.
stay out of other people's family business.
Stop, boy.
Man, it's being extra rough right now. Goodness,
Right, go watch your cartoons.
you can't be rough like that with mommy, baby.
Mm. Mm. Stop, crazy.
Boom, boom. Chill out, man.
Boy. Boy.
Come here, boom. Come here. Come here. Come do that. Come here. You wanna come over here? Come here. Come on. No, don't go over there. Don't go over there.
Right, why you so... Leave me
You
alone.
was love. You
Stop.
was
Stop, baby. Wow, wow,
He
wow.
doesn't care.
Use that press. Why you press the B up on me jumping? Stop. No.
Cause he know I ain't gonna let him do it.
no.
Stop.
I lock him in and he can't move. Then he get mad.
I'm back. Really, bro. Yeah, I see over this joint tripping. He say he's back. Look, calm
Yeah,
down.
he's being extra aggressive right now.
Yes.
I'm
Like
wondering
this,
if that's a
He been levy, but too rough.
I'm wondering if that's a Aries trait, Dirty Sprite.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
That's what I'm wondering.
He knocked it down. Ah, I got a headache. No, no jump there. Stop. Mwah. Stop. Alright, we gonna get back into it in a
Oh,
minute. If it's anybody in here that doesn't know what's going on, I'll recap it if you want me to. Just let me know.
I don't know. That's kind of. I don't know if you should recap it, baby. Just saying.
You said what?
I don't know if you should recap it, baby. You know what I mean? If you're gonna sum it up quickly,
Oh no.
but.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
You
no.
good? You good? Okay. Yeah, so
You gonna sum it up quickly, though. That's cool.
yeah, so basically, and she did all this
Oh,
talking
no.
and all that. I don't disrespect my
Oh
elders.
no. Oh no.
Yeah, with bromance.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
Oh no.
basically, she did all this talking and all this stuff on the phone. She said she was gonna beat my ASS, all that. So I told her, I said, "See me." Say no, I ain't say that, but I was like, okay, I'll be down in a few hours.
Yeah, but you know what? This why I'm confused. At. I didn't have nothing to do with it, right?
Yes, never.
But yet, she said something to the effect of, I know where he live, or I know I know
Yeah.
where you live." Like, so now I'm thinking, okay, what does that mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I didn't have nothing to do with the whole situation, but
Oh no.
this lady come out and say, "I know where you live," and then not to mention the fact that
Oh
the
no.
baby father has already
Oh no.
threatened me verbally a couple times. Now he hasn't said it to me, but he said it to her, and I heard him say it one time. So I believed it when she told me what he said. You know what I'm saying? So my thing was, all right. You know, I really don't trip off of what people say. I don't get emotional like that, but
Oh no.
I don't take kindly to threats.
Oh
You know what I'm
no.
saying? Because I don't underestimate anybody.
Nobody should.
I understand the 48 laws of power and the art of war and things of that nature. So I'm not gonna underestimate anybody. You know, people can say, "Oh, he's scared of this, that, and the third." But one thing I understand about a person that's scared is they'll do something to you out of fear. You know, so you have to be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? But I just didn't understand how between him and his mom, they kept dragging me into it.
Yeah.
I never spoke on them. I never said nothing to them. Nothing.
Y'all ready
You know what I'm
for
saying?
December 31st?
So, man, it's another day, man. You know,
Yeah, basically.
it's another day.
Good.
Yeah.
You know, it's another day, man. It's another day. It's more BS going on the East Coast. So it's another day. It's just going, we just got to see how things gonna play out. 'Cause things get real funny over here.
Yeah, okay, so y'all, I had a premonition.
Mm.
Earlier today, I had no idea that anything had happened at all, but I think it's gonna be worse. Okay,
Yeah,
so
she don't watch that. She don't watch the stuff I watch. So
Yeah, I
she ain't
don't.
know. She didn't know nothing about the whole New York thing.
same old.
Same old.
just-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Until we see otherwise, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We know what we do know is this whole yellow vest movement is picking up in other places.
Oh no.
Listen, other places other
Did you
than
get out the screen?
Other
I
than-
don't know.
the United
Time.
States.
Time.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm wondering if that's because people think that Trump is the savior. I don't know what this guy is. I'm not gonna sit here and assume anything. You know what I mean? But it's picked up in China or all these different other countries, which is a good thing. Germany,
Hey, Miss Leah Love.
all these different places. Hey, how you doing? So right now I'm just waiting to see how this thing play out, man. Everybody's scared about martial law.
He just, I'm glad to say the ASMR right now because
Yeah.
y'all have been pissed. But
No, go ahead. This your
yeah,
Go
okay.
ahead.
So
It's your topic. Go ahead.
no, it's okay. I mean, we might as well stay on. But all right. So basically, in my premonition, I was trying to figure out whether this really happened, like in real life or whatever. But okay, so I heard somebody say, "What the f is going on in New York?" Right? And I'm over top of some buildings, and I guess I'm by. Did they rebuild the Twin Towers yet?
I believe. I don't know.
I'm thinking it was the Twin Towers. I don't know.
I
Cause
don't
I
know.
ain't never been to New York, but
I've been to New York once, and I ain't. It is what it is.
yeah. So, excuse me. So, basically, he said, "Why you stop your sentence?" But
What about all the places that were what about the yellow vest?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. Whatever you was talking about.
Nah, because this really her topic right here. So I want to make sure she got the floor, so she can go ahead and talk.
You fine, baby. Oh, thank you.
Uh-uh.
But thank you, Miss Layla. Yeah, but so I saw. Okay, I heard somebody say, "What the f is going on in New York or whatever?" Yeah, he said, "Yeah, yellow brass."
Yeah,
yellow
we'll get into that, but I just want her to have the floor because this is her. She running the show on this one. Then on the next segment or whatever, we talk about all that other stuff.
But this premonition is kind of a part of yours, though, too.
Okay, well go ahead. No, I want you
Well,
to
we
go ahead and
might
finish
as
your
well
story.
stay on this
No,
one.
okay.
We might as well
Yeah,
stay
yeah,
on this
yeah. I
one and
just want her to
finish
have.
it.
She got the floor. This is her topic, so I want her to, do her thing, man.
Yeah, so they was like, "What the f is going on in New York?" So basically, I was over top of.
We're streaming. What you need?
What she want?
Orange juice.
I guess.
Did you get it?
Take your father got it. But he usually get it. Anyway.
Go ahead, Zay. One cup. One cup.
And don't fill a whole bottle up. But
Okay.
anyway. So I think I was in a building or something. Yeah, it's like the orange juice open. Yeah. So I think I was in one of the
It's gonna
taller
be messy.
buildings.
It's too messy. No.
I don't know if it was a Twin
I
Towers
don't
or
care if
not.
you get mad. Go ahead. Tell mama.
But
I say no.
but I think it was somebody
Come here, give me a
recording
hug.
it.
Come here.
Or I was watching the recording,
Give that
or
hug.
I was behind the
Give me a
person
hug.
recording or something.
Give me a hug.
And basically what it was like an
Come here, you little-
explosion. Like it was
No, this
like,
is my cup. Where your
it
cup?
was an explosion.
Your
Like
cup
it
right
looked like
there.
an atom
Go get your
bomb
cup.
hit the area or
Your cup
something,
over
and
there.
it went psh, and then all the smoke that was like, you know how it looked when the atomic bomb or something goes off. Yeah. And
You mean how it goes up and then?
yeah, it goes up and then makes that little like a
tree
umbrella,
shape?
like a
Yeah,
donut.
okay. I got you, I
Donut.
got you.
Like look, it looked like that, but it was like fire everywhere. Like it was an explosion, and it was like red. Sucks in and out, blows out. Yeah, yeah. I saw this in the It was a premonition, and I thought it really happened. And I asked him, did he say anything about it? Because I remember I could recall someone saying,
Stop, boy.
what the f is going on in New York? So I'm wondering if was it him or like what? But he said no, he didn't say anything about it. So when I told him about it, he was telling me about
New York, yeah. Well,
no, he was telling me about somewhere else.
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
It's something else.
Nebraska
Yeah,
and somewhere else.
they had something happen out in Nebraska.
Yeah, he was telling me about Nebraska and somewhere else. And I said, did you hear anything about New York? And
No.
He said, yeah, there actually was something that happened in New York. And what was it? Was like a what was it? A bomb or something? What was it that happened in New York that you saw?
Uh, it was a power plant or something like that. A power generator or something.
It blew up.
Yeah, it
Okay, I don't know because
yeah,
the video that he showed me is not what I actually saw, but it could be.
but it looked similar to what happened in Nebraska.
Oh,
It looked similar. I mean, with the little lights that you saw kind of moving around, as things were
mhm.
starting to explode or whatever. It looked like two or three little lights, blue lights or whatever that were kind of moving around. You didn't pay attention to that when
Yeah,
you
I
saw?
saw it. I
Okay.
saw it. Yeah, but
I wish
that's not what I saw.
that's not what you saw. Because I want to make sure I'm hitting. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's not exactly what I saw. Like, and it was blue. It was blue scenery and what he showed me. But where I was, it was like red. It was fiery. It was like a
Nah.
red aura about it, and like it was like a blast. Like it was something. It was a bomb or
I was
explosion or
right.
something.
Power plant.
It was a power plant. Yeah.
The sky turned blue out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden you saw like probably should have, if you was gonna talk about it, you should have posted like a link or something. And all
You
of a
still post a
sudden,
link.
you got this explosion and you see like these little lights like moving around. It's interesting,
Yeah, because the same time, I don't know because like this the same time a couple months ago, I had a premonition about a train derailing, and when I woke up, I saw on my feed. I don't think it was Facebook because I think I closed out my Facebook or something. But I saw on my news feed that a train had derailed. I swear it was New York, but maybe it wasn't New York. I don't remember. But I saw a train had derailed, and which was crazy because I was like, wow, this is crazy. Because it wasn't like it hit anything, it just kind of derailed. Like, and I saw the sparks flying from the bottom.
but maybe that could be like the glare from the lights or something.
I know, but that's not how I saw it. Hey Lars, where have you been? We've been looking for you. Making you have you been okay? Like we've been asking about you. Right.
Yeah, but I mean,
Lars is on.
hey Lars, how are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, we were just
No.
talking about a vision, a premonition I saw today actually.
Yeah, she was asking me about New York, and I was like, yeah, something happened in New York, but I guess the color scheme or whatever was different from what she saw.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's gonna get worse or it was.
No, she actually told me. She said, I think it's gonna be worse than what you're thinking. You know what I mean? In New York,
Yeah,
that's what she told me. So I mean, I don't know. We
I
just
don't
have
know
to
what's
see.
going on, but that's what I saw, and it is kind of scary because I'm praying for the people in New York because I mean it was huge. Whatever happened, it was big. Like easily took down a couple buildings in one spot. Like it was that big. It was bad,
Mm.
and there was fire everywhere. Like everything was on fire. Mm.
People wild, man.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Damn. Up in Marlboro though. Hey man.
So yeah, because I was thinking about. He keeps telling me that I should do the oh my chest, a remote viewing session or something.
Keep telling her go lot. Cause see, people don't. You know what I'm saying? What it is like people believe in spirituality, right? But when you talk about remote viewing, man, they don't necessarily believe in that stuff. But sometimes you gotta show people. You gotta make the non-believers believers
Hmm.
because they think that it's not real.
Or they think I just you just talking gibberish.
Like because and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't believe it at first
Yeah, he did
till I
it.
had
He
her.
did it.
She did like some remote viewing about my mom. You know, my mom has been gone for 3 years now, and when she was telling me certain things, you know, about my mom, like it brought tears to my eyes because I'm sitting there like, how would she know that? Like I never told her certain things that she was telling me. You know what I'm saying? I never told her these things, so I'm just tearing up, you know, because I'm sitting there like, how she know
I
this
didn't
stuff?
know he was turning
And
up, but
then, yeah, she didn't because her eyes was closed. You know what I mean? She was in a deep meditative state. So when she was done, she just came up and gave me a hug, and she was like, "Your mother wanted me to give you a hug," and said, kept telling me she's okay. And
oh,
you
you
know what I'm
gonna make
saying?
me cry.
You know what I mean? So I'm
I'm a
just,
softie for real, y'all.
you know, so I'm sitting there like I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. So for those who don't believe in spirituality and understanding that, listen, remote viewing is really something that we all should be able to do. We just lost these abilities, and it makes it even worse when you don't believe in this stuff.
Yeah,
The
it
mind is
does.
powerful, y'all.
Everybody can do it.
The
Everybody
mind
can do
can
it.
do a lot of things. We just haven't tapped into it, or we lost it.
Right.
We lost it over time, you know, because we adapted to this reality. We lost our whole grip on the real reality of things. And she just has a raw ability, and hers is not even perfected all the way. Just imagine if she perfected it, like, but it's actually, you know, I just sit there and all because you could give her coordinates and then she can just tell you exactly where it is. Like you might know the coordinates and know where it is, but you don't have to tell her that. You could just tell her coordinates, and when she gets into the state, she can tell you what it is. Now you don't, and you sit there like, wait a minute, I didn't tell you this. How do you know this? You didn't know it before. So believe what you want. I'm telling you, remote viewing is real.
Yeah.
It's real, and when they do it, they're privy to information that the average people just don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky too at the same time
Right.
because the messages come in so fast and you kind of got to put it together and try to figure out.
Hmm.
Well, I guess it depends because for me, like I'm not a professional with it.
But now, you even the professionals, they still gonna
Yeah.
hit and miss on some
Yeah,
things
they still
because
can hit and miss.
it's coming in so fast.
It's coming so
You know, it's
fast
like
and it's
boom, boom, boom,
blurry.
boom, boom, and you,
It's not actual. It's not. It's what it looks like. It's not
because you're saying like
exactly.
pictures, right?
Yeah,
And
it's like
you gotta interpret what the pictures mean, right?
yeah,
That's
basically.
what I. And the
Like they
only
might
reason,
give you something blue. It's
right?
kind of like charades. Like you might see something blue, and then you might see, like a cup of water or something, and it's basically saying, okay, water, ocean, something like that. Like, cause if you see an ocean or a river or something, you're
Right,
not.
like the blue, color blue.
Yeah, like you know, it's kind of tricky too, but you put it together and like as they give you images flow in or like numbers or you'll hear sounds or you'll smell something that kind of like kind well for me I know all my clairs work with me when I'm doing my remote viewing so
No, but and the only reason I have any insight into it because I've done research. Because after having that session with her, when she was telling me stuff about my mom that I know she didn't know, because I didn't tell her. I had to start doing research. So what she's saying correlates with the same information that I've researched on expert remote viewers.
hmm
You know what I mean? And she watches.
far
What's
sight
Farsight? They do
hmm
it. They do it as well. But what she's saying it correlates with what I've done research saying. I've
yeah
done research on.
so like and they went on Farsight Press they basically say like anybody can do it, which is true. Anybody can do it. I believe that, and I don't believe you actually have to go through training for that. Even though their training is free on Farsight Press,
Yeah, because
they have
they're nonprofit,
yeah they're
so
nonprofit,
they
so
they
it's
can't
free.
ask for money.
Yeah, like they can ask for donations, but they
Right.
can't ask for money. but you can go far side press and like practice and try to figure, the stuff out, or see if you can, figure some stuff out,
Well,
basically.
I mean, they give you the different classes, so so
And
you can
yeah,
train yourself back because, like I say, we lost these things
yeah, cause I thought it
to
was
retrain
interesting.
your brain
Yeah,
how to
the
do it.
way people
You
was
know what I mean?
the way they do it, it kind of had me like an
And you know why
interest.
we lost? Because I did some of them. I didn't do a lot. I didn't do all of them because it's a lot of them. But the reason why we lost a lot of that stuff because, and the reason, and what makes children so special, why we have it when we're younger, why it makes sense because we always think the children have an imagination, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing about remote viewing that they said is that you have to have an imagination to be able to
Childhood, like,
put
right,
those things together and
right,
understand what you're seeing, you know.
right.
And so it makes sense. We lose those things over the years because as we get older, we
Immunizations do it to you too. Like
yeah, I believe that too.
they do that to
I think it's that. I think it's also a combination of the food that we eat.
yeah,
I mean, the stuff that they put in the food, like all this stuff is designed for us to, and then,
forget. They
and
want you
and
to forget
and not
so that
just
they can
that,
keep
just
control.
in life, they want to
Baby, could you not
separate
do that?
us as much as they can from the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? So we don't believe in these things. They make it out to be, oh, it's fake and aliens aren't real. Man, listen, aliens been around before us, and they'll be here after us. And people gotta understand, like, but people aren't ready to accept
Right.
reality. And
Excuse me.
our reality is a much bigger picture than what we believe it to be because this reality is created. They created this reality for us.
Pit.
So we only know what they
Pit.
tell us. And a
Right.
lot of people are so closed
Pit.
minded that they can't
Pit.
accept nor would believe that this reality is much bigger than what we believe it to be. I mean, I used to be one, so I can speak on it, because like I said, and it's weird
Stop, baby.
because I didn't really start seeing things until I started searching. I became a seeker when after my mom passed, you know what I mean? And I started seeing things that I couldn't explain, and it was messing with me. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here like
Stop.
I
No.
I had to literally like talk to myself like, am I going crazy? Like, what's going on? Why am I seeing these things? Now I look to the skies all the time and I see things and I'm like, okay, this is not normal. But my whole thing is even if like what they say, a lot of people that believe in religion and things of that nature, they
Stop it, baby.
always believe that, what we seeing out there is some type of demon or spirit or whatever. E- Even if that's the case, or even if they say it's ET, and the government always covers it up, or they'll cut the feed on NASA and things of that nature, right?
Right.
Even if these are humans,
Baby.
developing this kind of tech, in developing this kind of spacecrafts and things of that nature, right? I can't think of the word I was trying to say. We had to get it from somewhere. We didn't just come up with this stuff, just wake up one day and just come up with these things. Somebody either put these ideas in our head or we recovered and we've been recovering alien technology and we just back engineered it. We just back engineered it. So even if we see these things in the sky and it is man made and we are controlling it, we got it from somewhere. We didn't just come up with this stuff. So I mean, you just have to just be open minded because I don't know what's gonna happen,
Are you
but
gonna cut it and go to um the next one or what?
oh,
Since we didn't really get much on that.
I mean, you can if you want. You can if you want.
Maybe I should have did a little more. All right, we're gonna cut this one, and we're gonna go and back. We're gonna come right back into
Yeah, because we're gonna talk about
his
a little
topic.
something.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
Yeah,
about something else
we're
different,
talking
and we
about.
need different,
We're gonna go on my
a
topic.
different type. I mean, it's a different type, different title. So we'll be right back in like 5 minutes, 2 minutes.